All right, guys, kind of a cool day today. I heard a rumor that Crown Tools, my favorite tools, as you guys know, I like Crown, had a new tool coming out. And heard it from somebody overseas in England and called Crown because I wanted to confirm whether it was true or not. And I wanted to find out if I could get one. And lo and behold, I got a hold of them. They did not have any U.S. distributors. It is not available yet in the United States. This is a world's first video, at least in the U.S. I don't know of anybody else who's shown anybody these tools. And I got a chance to get some. So I'm going to show them to you guys. What they are is a brand new tool from Crown called an M42 Razor's Edge. The M42 is a dead giveaway. They're copper. They have a beautiful copper band, black handles. They have the big handles that I love so much in Crown tools. The giveaway in the name is that they're made of M42 high-speed steel. So like a couple of the other manufacturers out there, they have found that powdered metals, while very, very hard, you can't get a really, really sharp edge on. I mean super sharp, where you can make a pass and start with 320 grit sandpaper. You're just not likely to be able to do that with a powdered metal tool. With the older steels, you could hone them and get an edge where you could just peel it, and I mean you could just not sand at all, but you'd sharpen it about every inch that you turn the bowl because the edge wouldn't last. The M42 seems to be solving that issue. It's very popular right now because it holds an edge almost as long as powdered metal, but it can be sharpened as sharp as M2 or close to as sharp as M2. Okay, one of the things I was really interested in on this tool and I wanted to make sure of, and I'm going to look at here, is I want to make sure that this has a parabolic flute, and it does. One of the great things about Crown that I've always liked was the parabolic flutes. A lot of the manufacturers today, because of the expense of a parabolic flute, don't do it anymore, and they make either a V or they make a round cut in the flute. It's much less expensive to do it that way. It doesn't work as well. You get little narrow spots on the fronts of the gouge where you'll get, when you grind it, you'll get thin spots and you end up getting little dishes. These are much easier to keep an edge on, much easier to sharpen when it has a parabolic flute. It's also a polished flute, which I really like seeing. I see they've taken the time to go in there and really clean out the tool lines and the polishing on the inside of it. That means you're going to shed shavings much better. They're gonna come out of there. Parabolic flute tends to shed shavings better anyway. They're really going to come out of there well on that tool. The other thing that really interests me on this tool is M42 steel. I have the powdered metal tools, and they hold an edge forever, but they are, you sacrifice some of the smoothness of the cut in order for it to hold an edge forever. They don't get as sharp. They have a carbide edge, so if you look at them under a microscope, they're like little mountain range on the edge of the tool. The softer the steels, the softer steels, the older steels, you could put a razor blade edge on, you could shave with, and it just doesn't hold it very long. 3 seconds on the lathe and the tool's dull again. The M42 that's been out by some other manufacturers has been a fantastic find because it holds a razor's edge, as they named the tool, kind of cool. But it almost holds its edge as long as powdered metal tools. Now, Crown tells me they've also put their cryogenic treatment on this tool. So it's not only M42 steel, it's also had the same cryogenic treatment as all their cryogenic high-speed steel, which is going to make it harder. It's going to change some of the particles inside, and I'm not going to get technical, but change some of the particles inside the steel into more carbides, which makes the edge sharper and harder. These things should cut like nobody's business. It's why I wanted to try them. This gives you a good look at it, good close-up look at it. Gives you a really good close look at it. So, and that's the new Crown M42 high-speed steel razor's edge tool. I believe these are the first ones in the US, and I know it's not on their website, and I know it's not available in any catalogs left, so This is the first time you're seeing it. All in all, it's typical Crown quality, which is top notch. They also told me that these are cryogenically treated. So they're not only using M42 steel, they're also cryogenically treating it with their cryogenic process that they use on high-speed steel. They advertise the Rockwell on these to be higher than typical tools. This is the new ad that comes with it. And when you get your tools. And it says, introducing the new range of ultra-performance lathe chisels from Crown Tools. Our new Razor's Edge range of high-performance turning tools combine the use of cobalt-infused M42 high-speed steel with Crown's sophisticated cryogenic treatment process to bring a range of tools that we believe gives a cutting edge previously unseen in the world of wood turning. I'm going to try that out tomorrow and we'll have another video up, so we'll find out if it's truly unseen in the world of wood turning. It is hardened to 66 to 69 Rockwell, massively outperforming standard high-speed steel tools. It's cryogenically treated, maximizing high-performance carbide structure, and triple tempered for ultra-high performance. Good job, Crown. As usual, they've done a really good job on the tool. This is the 3/8 bowl gouge, and this is the 5/8 bowl gouge, and they both have the swept back grind. That's the way that I like them. That's the way I ordered them. They also make traditional grinds. These are available, but they're only available if you call them. Call Charlotte or send an email to Charlotte at Crown Tools if you're interested in them. They look like they did a hell of a job.